Hi everyone. Just wanted to share something around forgiveness. I had one of my vivid dreams last night, reminding me of some things that are important for me at this time, and recognising I work with a lot of people who really struggle with forgiveness, and understandably I think it's a huge test to be able to find true forgiveness. I think sometimes we think we've forgiven people or situations, and then a long time on, whether we're triggered or whether it just comes back up in our energy, we feel that struggle with forgiveness again on things that we thought we'd resolved, and that's okay. I believe forgiveness comes in layers. I think forgiveness is such a tough one. It's so deep in our hearts that it takes the time to go down there into that abyss to really access true forgiveness, and it is about compassion. But what I realised in my dream and for my life story, where I've struggled with forgiveness quite a few times in such a deep way, that really forgiveness is about self-forgiveness. So for me, it was looking at accountability and responsibility of how I could have fallen into the situations where I need forgiveness in the first place. I've used it as a tool, as a mirror, and I've realised that I've allowed myself into certain cycles again and again. I've had tremendous amounts of naivety and innocence, too much trust. I'm realising how that can get your fingers so burnt. And there's been other traumas in my life as well that I still struggle with to this day, with forgiveness. But forgiveness is really about setting yourself free from that really uncomfortable feeling that keeps you hostage in the past, keeps you attached energetically to others. And for me, if I can go into my heart and find compassion, and it takes a long time sometimes to access that depth of compassion for full forgiveness, I set myself free from situations and people that I've struggled to forgive, because I come at it from a different stance. I don't forgive necessarily the behaviours, but I can start to gradually work towards forgiving the person and keeping the two separate, and looking towards self-forgiveness in myself, which is also a tough one because it means I have to face responsibility for things that may be uncomfortable or that I'd like to blame someone else for. But the truth always sets you free, and the truth is going to those nooks and crannies that would be easy to avoid, to deny, to push away. And I use the struggles with forgiveness as a mirror to look at where I struggle in myself. What am I okay with? What am I not okay with? What do I now know going forward in my life is simply not acceptable? I'm wishing that I could have had that attitude previously in my life, but hindsight's a wonderful thing, and I believe we're all on this planet to learn. And we learn through hardship. So I wish you all blessings and forgiveness in your life.